Week 16 pick'ems. Got a little Top Gun theme. I got my girl Sweet Lucy. Hey, wave to the camera. Yeah, you shaking that tail. So we are week 16. I got the Top Gun theme because we got the Jets, the Pats. Saw a meme this morning with Mr. Tom Brady dressed as Maverick. You gotta love Maverick. Gotta love Maverick. Week 16. All these pick'ems. Boy, doesn't that take you back? That's some sweet stuff. All right, guys, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had a good time with their family, their friends. Those of you that couldn't be with your families, if you're overseas protecting our borders and protecting our country and our freedoms and liberties, thank you for that. I hope that you guys enjoy this. I know I do have a small following over in Afghanistan, so appreciate you guys checking me out. Anything that I could do to make your day a little bit more enjoyable, it's always a pleasure. But we can't thank you enough for all you do. On the other side of things, I have not been up to par. I've been less than a genius this year when it comes to the pick'ems. And that's how it goes. You guys got to have some fun with it. I'm only picking 6 games a week. Maybe next year we do the whole season, but that remains to be seen. I am 25-40 against the spread, 15 games under. I still think I'm going to be close, but now I'm really now I got to have like a big week, a 5-1, a 6-0. I don't know if it's going to happen this week. I got a lot of flyers coming in. And then straight up 39-30. And the naughty Auty pick, 5-1 last week, a loss, Oakland. Man, they just disappointed me. They just couldn't pull it out against Green Bay. Even Aaron Rodgers at the press conference, he was disappointed in the game. So just kind of interesting to see how that all panned out. I'm going to slow down the music here. They got Sweet Lucy running around doing her thing. But we're going to do, like I said, 2 at 1 o'clock, 2 at 4 o'clock, Sunday night, Monday night. Let's get right to it. Carolina at Atlanta. Atlanta getting 7. Carolina, bit of a scare last week, but maybe not. Cam Newton looked very composed. 340 yards passing, 5 TDs, 100 yards rushing. Very composed. Led that final drive down for the Graham Gano, game-winning field goal. I like Carolina this week. I don't think they take the foot off the throttle. Keep in mind, they have a bye. They have not clinched the number 1 seed. If they lose out and Arizona wins out, I believe Arizona gets the tiebreaker. So I like Atlanta to put their foot down today and really put an end to this and say, hey, the road to Super Bowl 50 goes through Carolina in the NFC. So give me Carolina today to win, to cover. I just like getting Curtis Artis-Payne involved. I like Ted Ginn again. I love that defense. I don't think they're going to have the slip-up they had. Now, Atlanta's fighting for their playoff lives, but I just don't think it'll be enough with what Carolina's bringing to the table. So give me Carolina at 1 o'clock. Now, the game that I will be watching, and many people in this neck of the woods, whether you're in New York or New England, basically everybody north of Philadelphia will be taking this one in. New England going to the Jets. Jets getting 2. New England, they're basically, this is something I've talked about with some Pats fans. You got to win one of the 2. You got the Jets this week. You got Miami next week. Now, I realize you win today, you knock the Jets out, and that's always sweeter than yoo-hoo. But they're resting a lot of their players. A lot of their players. And Miami's like 29th in the league in the power ratings. The Jets are in that 10 to 15 range. I think Belichick is, if they win today, great. But he also has to remember he's got Miami next week. McCourty should be back healthy. That defense looks very, very sound. That is a concern that I have for the Jets. I do like the Jets getting points today. And this is really what I think it's going to come down to. With Edelman in that first game, and even when they had him leading up, Brady gets rid of the ball in like 1.9 seconds. It's unbelievable. He's drop backs, he goes. Now, LaFell came in questionable. There's no Amendola today. Chandler's out. Gronk is available and always a threat. He had a nice game against the Jets, getting a touchdown and over 100 yards in the first meeting at Foxborough. But one of the big tells for me is without Edelman, it's going to be tough for Brady, and this is why. Brady has a 74 completion percentage against all teams, but when he's against Revis and Cromartie, it drops to 53. His QBR is over 90. When he plays Revis and Cromartie, it's at 68. So I think there is a possibility that the Jets can get pressure. It's all about the timing with Tommy. I don't know if these guys that they basically pulled off the street, we're going to see if LaFell can step up, if Martin can step up. James White should be involved. Bolden. They're going to have to find ways to keep the Jets on their toes and really neutralize that blitz. I like the Jets today. I'm taking them. It's my naughty Auty pick of the day. Jets. Life on the line. Need some help from Pittsburgh and Kansas City, but really Cleveland and Baltimore. I like the Jets today. I think it'll be a dogfight. It's always a good game. The Patriots, despite sweeping 3 of the last 4 season series, I like the Jets today at home. I like where they're moving. I like the direction they're going in. If the Jets lose, it will be because of the Patriots defense. It will not be because of the Patriots offense. I truly believe that. I think the Patriots are very talented on defense, and it's something people are overlooking. But give me the Jets in my naughty Auty pick of the week. 4 o'clock. Not so eventful. One good game, a bunch of so-so games. Teams that aren't going to be in the playoffs. But I did take 2 games in which they had playoff teams. 4 o'clock, you got St. Louis going to Seattle. St. Louis getting 12. Seattle, very, very, very good at home, as we all know. The 12th man. We know they're very staunch in giving up anything to running backs. They've averaged, I think, 54 yards a game against the last 4 games at home. So I don't know if Gurley's going to be able to get off the way he typically does, just because, they're prepared for him. And that offense is somewhat one-dimensional. On 21 carries last week, only 48 yards against Tampa. I think it's going to be just as difficult for him in Seattle. I really don't see him getting it going. Give me Seattle to win, but St. Louis to cover. I think these teams always play each other close due to the fact that Jeff Fisher really gets his guys up for this. Even though Seattle has clinched, I think they'll win, but I think St. Louis will cover just because of that one facet. You kind of take your foot off the gas when you know you're in. Even if they're saying that's not the case, it definitely is something that is pretty typical in the NFL when you don't have anything to play for, or if you're becoming comfortable in the situation you're in. The other 4 o'clock game, this should be a great one to watch. You got Green Bay, who's the 3 seed, visiting Arizona, who's the 2 seed. Green Bay getting 6. Arizona, unbelievable at home, unbelievable this season. But I like Green Bay today to cover, and this is why. No Tyrann Mathieu got to be the best Christmas present, certainly that Aaron Rodgers could have had this week in the film room. Very, very difficult to cover both Tyrann, or to account for both Tyrann Mathieu and Patrick Peterson, especially when you don't have your go-to guy in Jordy Nelson. I know that's been the whole season, but when you have those 2 guys back there, it makes passing the ball very, very difficult. I think that's one thing that Aaron Rodgers will excel at. I think the game will be close into the end. I like Green Bay to cover, but Arizona to win. Now we go on to Sunday night. And the G-Men without Odell Beckham and without anything to play for now that Washington is clinched last night. Kirk Cousins looked fantastic, and the G-Men in Philadelphia and Dallas can all hang their heads, and all the analysts that pick those guys, myself included, they're out. Washington's in. Kudos to Jay Gruden and everything he's done down there. I like Minnesota tonight. I just don't think there's much for the G-Men to play for. I know that the line is 7, but Minnesota, with a Green Bay loss, can clinch the division. If both of these 2 teams lose, Minnesota and Green Bay, next week is for the division and for that number 3 seed. So that should be very, very interesting. A lot riding on these 2 games today. I like Minnesota tonight, especially if Green Bay loses. Especially if Green Bay loses, because that's when you know you got it. If they don't lose, I think it could be close, but I still like Minnesota to win, to cover. Sweet Lucy doing her investigating all over the place down here. Monday, Cincinnati getting 4, going to Denver. 2 teams that looked like they were shooting stars, possibly going to challenge the Pats in the AFC there, both with backup quarterbacks at this point. Cincinnati with A.J. McCarron, Denver with Brock Osweiler. I like Denver in this game. I know Cincinnati is sound on defense. I know they have probably a better running game, but I just don't trust A.J. McCarron against that defense. That defense is very, very difficult to play against. Even when they do give up yards, they don't give it up easily. I know that they blew a huge lead to Pittsburgh last week. I get that. But realize, friends, Pittsburgh is the real deal. Pittsburgh is the real deal. I like Denver's defense over Cincinnati's quarterback. I like what Osweiler did last week. Even though in a losing effort, he showed me signs of being able to do the job without Peyton Manning in tow. So Just to recap, I got Carolina. The Naughty Auty pick of the week is the Jets. At 4 o'clock, I got Seattle to win, St. Louis to cover the 12. I got Green Bay to cover the 6, Arizona to win. And then at Sunday night, give me Minnesota get -7, and Monday night, give me Denver -4. We'll see how it goes. I hope everybody enjoys the games today. If you're in the fantasy finals, Super Bowl, good luck to you. And hopefully my picks in my fantasy football Super Bowl final are better than they've been this season for the pick'ems. Guys, it's been fun. We have one more week next week, and then we'll certainly do the playoffs, which I'm really excited for. And then other than that, guys, be good to each other. God bless you all, and let's enjoy the football Sunday. And happy birthday to my cousin Kelsey. 20 years old today. Kelsey, thank you for everything you do. You were very instrumental in our last campaign run, so I do appreciate that. And happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great day. Otherwise, guys, it's Football Sunday. Let's go get 'em.